China has more than 200 confirmed cases of coronavirus, it's called.
Growing concerns about the deadly coronavirus.
The new coronavirus.
The new coronavirus, 371,000 American lives lost.
Deadly wildfire raging up and down the West Coast.
More than 10 million acres charred, mostly in California, Colorado, and the Pacific Northwest.
What was a largely peaceful protest has escalated into violence.
...2020. The day before my birthday, March 24th, 2020, I drove home from work for the last time. The sun was still setting. It never did that when I got out of work. I usually closed, and the sun was always gone by the time I made it out the door. Only a few hours earlier, we'd gotten a call from our boss, Steve. Go ahead and close the store early. I work at a Subway, and to say that it had been slow would be an understatement. It was practically dead, so much so that my coworker and I had taken to scrubbing the walls. Eagerly, I set about washing the dishes and cleaning the line, and before I knew it, it was time to go. As I drove home from work that day, listening to oldies and watching the sun sink slowly over the horizon, I had no idea just how many things were going to change. Forever. Schools closed, then work, then the world. On March 25th, 2020, I turned 18. There was no cake, no blowing out the candles. Instead, I baked brownies and played Animal Crossing on my Switch. I wish I could say I remembered what I did during lockdown, but if I'm being honest, most of it is a blur. Like everybody else, I had hoped everything would go back to normal once the lockdown had lifted, and for the most part, I guess it did. I went back to my daily life. I graduated school and started college, started saving up for a car, started planning for my future. And what did I learn from this experience? A lot has changed since March 25th, 2020, but just how much have I changed with it? I'm 19 now, and on the surface, I guess not much is different. I'm a little older, a little wiser, maybe a little more stylish too. I won't pretend to have the answers to life's questions, but if there's one thing this pandemic has shown me, it's that you gotta live while you have the chance. You can't wait around for life to happen, or it's gonna happen without you. The last thing I want is to be one of those people who lives and dies without having experienced everything life has to offer. The good, the bad, and everything in between. The world is changing, and so am I. Tomorrow isn't promised, and honestly, neither is today. So I'm just gonna live. I'll let you know how it goes.